the locker.
Bam, there we go. I appreciate you, Steven C. Man, everybody else just let me run over here, sit over here and run my choppers, and nobody heard anything I said. So let me go back. Uh, I put an APB out on Van Hiles because I don't know where he was at, and I got a text from him now since the show has started, and he'll be on, I guess, shortly. But the show is probably gonna go a little bit more national, not so much UK. And I'm not going to blame UK. I'm not going to blame Will Stein. But there isn't a whole lot for you to report. Nobody's seeing anything. There's not a whole lot to report. But there's a lot going on nationally. Enes Kanter wants to play the WNBA. I don't know. I've talked to Riley Gaines a little bit, and we so there's some things we don't want to make this political. We don't mind whatever it is. Like, these are locker room conversations, but just trying to keep it Kentucky right now. And basketball is doing the most as far as trying to, get all this media attention. Football is doing the least trying to get media attention. It's just tough for me, to do a show trying to make sure. So it's going to be a little bit more national. But I did like that Mark Pope is opening up the basketball to the media, people, friends in the media. I guess KSR has extended to people to be on their team, but to see, how they play. Because you want to be critical of people, and I ain't got no problem. Showing my basketball skills off of 50 years old. Now, mind you, I might not be able to hang with a lot of them cats. But hey, I'm gonna do it on. You good, man? Hey, I know now. I know how you feel when we be trying to reach me for the show and you don't get no response. Now I know how you feel.
Man, it's crazy. I ain't think about it. I want people to understand. Down here in the South, it's hot, and we can't start practice.
Yes,
dude, we can't start practice until after 5 o'clock. Because of the heat and the kids, they got a wet bulb thing and it measures humidity and the sun rays and the temperature of the air, dude. The kids get out at 3:15 and we gotta chill out base until 5:30. So for the next couple of weeks, I get out at 8. So I'll be doing it from here until I get to my office.
That's cool. They take me to get. I was gonna take a good stab at it, but I did try to let them know. Nice. They said you never look better, man.
Hey, that's class. Who said that, Steven?
Scott, not Scott Gregory.
Scott. F you, Scott Gregory.
But I was trying to tell him from the beginning, man. I think we're gonna start doing a little more national. I'm gonna say football ain't giving us a whole lot to go on right now, so it ain't. It is what it is, but there's a lot of national stuff going on. I noticed I follow you and everything else, so I get all your notifications. So you out here wilding, you out here doing the most. So I was like, but I don't mind talking about national things. Like you said, we talked about LeBron, we talked about Chris Paul, possibly, Aaron
Okay.
possibly. But like I said, I was talking about Enes Kanter, possibly. I don't know how you feel about that or anything toward that.
Oh,
man. As far as UK go, hold on. I'm gonna put this on the back burner for the end of the show when you get to where you're gonna get to, because it's probably gonna require stats. Because it came up like KSR does it all the time. It kind of comes up like if you were starting a football team and you were the GM, say you got a GM position, I want to know no matter what the time frame is, who you would put it, running back, quarterback. We're gonna put a lineup in, and we're gonna do that a little bit later. But right now, since you're or whatever. What is your political? We're not gonna make it political. It's just me and you discussing. Your stance on Enes Kanter and them trying to join the WNBA.
Dude, that to me, y'all, is the biggest BS in the history of BS. Now, I understand from the one aspect of just having clarity or rules. I get it. I totally get it. But these guys, especially Royce White, that's the one that's even worse than Enes, in my opinion. We are going to a point where y'all only are as a girl dad, y'all only caring about this. There's so many other things that are done to our women in this country, and this is the one thing that y'all want to hang y'all hat on. I understand. I get it. But this is the one thing y'all want to hang y'all hat on. People, I don't want. See, now you're getting me to a point where I don't want to go where I want to go. But there are so many other issues that are affecting women. And to me, this is low-hanging fruit. It's low-hanging fruit. And these guys are doing this just to gain attention. That's all it is, Anthony.
What if he goes through the procedural? What if he goes through the procedure? It becomes transitional.
Anthony, I'm going to tell you this. So if Royce White and Enes Kanter are going to go through the transition and pay all that money for it, which we know they are not going to do, if they go there, right, here's the one thing that I know, and track is the one that's kind of head of the game. There's testosterone levels that they can never get below. There are naturally born women right now that cannot run in certain events in track because of their testosterone levels. So if they do it that way, first of all, no one is going to draft them. even if it goes right, let's just say everybody does the right thing, right? And they go through the procedure and they are now classified as transgender. No one in the WNBA is going to draft them or bring them in the camp anyway.
Why?
Because they know the hit that they will get if they do. There is no transgender female in the WNBA now. I know some people think Brittany Griner is. I know they do. She's not, though. And like I said, I understand that it could be some clarity involved in that, but we are really going after this of all other things. And here's the thing, Anthony, that kills me. They are saying it's to defend our girls, right? That's the one that gets me. We are trying to defend our girls. Well, y'all not defending them in other things. And first of all, Royce White is he's been in trouble for domestic abuse. Right. Apparently he don't care about women anyway. So now why are we going after this one?
No, chill out, man. Hold your horses.
See, that's why you got me into something I shouldn't have got into.
No, because my point being is he don't care about women. He's a woman. He's woman on woman. That's woman on woman.
Anthony, he wasn't a woman when he did it. He was a grown-ass man.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, I'm being facetious. But
so it's not woman versus woman.
No, I'm not, but that's the stance. Did I not tell you when I got caught on media, on air, on live radio, someone who told me when who's the Sam's from Missouri? The first openly gay, the linebacker. That was
okay. I thought you were talking about transgender. Are you talking about the gay linebacker?
Yeah. He was the first openly gay.
Yeah.
In the NFL. And
yeah, I got you.
And it was brought up that it was along the same lines as Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier.
Okay. Yes, that is true. I will say this, Anthony. I'm now. I've never had. Well, I take that back. There were some questions with certain guys that I played football with, but in the end, we don't know, right?
Right.
I'm gonna say this, and this is the thing with locker rooms. Honestly, I don't care. I shared a locker room with David Duke followers. David Duke is a former Grand Wizard in the KKK. Yeah. I played football in high school with people who believed in David Duke. I played football with people who were on the far left, far right, whatever it is. For me, when we line up, it don't matter who you are. As long as we doing the same thing and we got the same common goal of getting this W, it's look, so that means for me, for people to understand, is that's how some of these things can happen in the locker room, and fans outside of it don't understand how this guy's following this and saying stuff. It doesn't, in the locker room, all that doesn't matter. So in the grand scheme of things, if you gay, or I don't know if you'll be transgender, because I don't know if a woman trans to a man can play football, but if you gay, have different political views, we don't have to hang out after we finish playing football.
Right, that's true.
Our job is within that 53 and a third by 120-yard box. Once we step out of that box, then you go do you, and I go do me. And we can hate each other outside the box. We will respect each other inside the rectangle, and then we just go our separate ways. And that's look, that's the great thing about sports, in my opinion, is that all those things, whatever you, different color, gender, well, not gender, ethnicities, beliefs, religious beliefs, etc., does not matter when you're playing the game. For that little simple, 2-3 hours that we play football together on Saturdays, on Sundays, and we practice 2-3 hours a week, those are times where it's interesting that we become brothers. And we can love each other on the field, but then when we leave the field, and we hate each other. It's kind of crazy how that works.
Yeah. And that's why people don't understand a lot of these political views that come on nowadays. For the players, it's a little different. And we ain't gonna get onto political rant, but that remind me of what KD went through. Like when Kyrie. When Kyrie went through,
yes, correct.
He wasn't gonna wear no mask. I wasn't gonna play.
Correct.
He turned on. Man, Kyrie is top 5 must-see TV in the NBA.
Oh, easy.
So you take him out, or because I ain't gonna wear, or I ain't gonna do the vaccination. No. I mean,
no, man.
More to life is more to life than sports. And we saying that.
First of all, we all men, right? First of all, we all men, right?
Know.
First of all, we have.
You might change. You might change your mind here.
Good one, Anthony. You got me on that one. That was good. But we all are human. We all have our beliefs and rights to what we believe in. I can't infringe on your belief. Maybe, and this happened to me in high school, maybe we can have a conversation. If you're open to a conversation, maybe we can reach a common ground where we can respect each other's views. You're not going to change your views, and now you understand why my views are why they are. But we can respectfully disagree. I don't like the people when you have a different viewpoint, and now people think, oh, he's stupid, or that's wrong.
Yeah.
You don't understand what my upbringing was. You don't understand where I come from. Yes, we different. We can have a conversation, and we can just leave still different, but now understanding each other and why we are the way we are. And that is another great thing about sports is situation where you would never talk with somebody about those issues. I've had good conversation with David Duke followers. It's interesting.
Yeah, and I usually get into people's mindsets. A lot of people, I feel that I have racist stances, get into their mindset. I'm with you. Not that I will accept it, but like you said, we can view all black people ain't bad, all white people ain't racist.
Facts.
Not saying that that's even a narrative.
Right.
But I don't see you and see, hey, it's gonna be a potential problem with you. and I shouldn't be looked at as if otherwise. Anyhow, so let's go back to it. So, do you think Enos gonna put? You think they're gonna carry this pretty far?
No, Anthony, come on, man. Come on, Anthony. No. If
your career is over, what more you got to do?
Anthony, it is a cry for attention for themselves to gain whatever likes, engagements, whatever. No one said anything for so many years. It's like, dude, to me as a WNBA follower, right? Sometimes certain things happen with fandom where you kind of get people who are in it for the wrong reason, who really don't even watch the games. I bet you right now, Royce White has not watched any games. I bet you right now, Enes Kanter has probably watched a handful of games. They don't watch the game. They just hear some stuff, and then they don't see the action that happens in the game. But when something happens, and now there's a fire lit, now there's a lot of smoke, people gravitate to the smoke. It's like when there's that's when a car wreck, and then people rubberneck to see what happened to the car wreck. It slows all traffic down. That's all it is, man. If I would say this, if Royce White and Enes Kanter were gay years ago, came out as gay NBA players, now we have something to consider, Anthony, right? Because now they might want to change, but they're not. And this is a stunt just to gain attention. And it'll be great if it wasn't a stunt to gather real attention on it, right? You really believe in it and you really truly wanted some change, I will get it. But this is just a stunt.
I don't know, man. I don't know why you keep calling it a stunt. Like, I think there's
well, this is why, Anthony, this is for me. When you don't respect women,
we mean women.
If you don't respect women, right? You have beat on women, you have called women out their name. So therefore, now for me, your support of women isn't very high. And so now all of a sudden, now you want to support a female issue? Are we serious? Now you do?
Who's saying they're supporting it?
Well, this is what they're saying. We are trying to protect our girls. That's the part that gets me, right? You have sisters, right, Anthony? If someone beats on your sister,
my sister's tougher than me. My sister's been way more fights than me.
Well, that's one. So don't come to me saying you are doing it for your girls when you have a history of not. And now you're gonna go to the extreme where I'm gonna have this life-changing surgery because I'm trying to prove that I'm for the girls and I'm for protecting women. BS, dude.
But it's people. All right, so let me get to this, and I guess this maybe where it's gonna stay for a little while. Let me get to this. So I guess legislation is supposed to make it where middle school, scholastically, middle school, high school, college, and I'm assuming it's gonna trickle to the pros at a certain point that you can't play. If you transgender, you just can't play sports because we don't know what side to put you on. Right, correct.
And that should be
in line on that. And that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this, in my opinion, and this is just mine, and this is just me right off the top of my head. First of all, I don't think in this double standard, right? I don't think any born male should be able to participate in a female sport. Period. And like that's just a no-go. And in any team sport, you just can't participate. Now, what I will say is, if you want to go in an individual sport, except like maybe tennis, like you want a sport where you are not, your physical stature cannot impede on somebody else, where like tennis, you hit the ball back and forth, you are naturally stronger, all that stuff. But if you're in swimming or track, or I'm trying to think of other sports like that, individual sports with your own individual lane, You can participate, but you are not going to place. Like if there's a state championship, transgender guy, girl, whatever you want, I don't know what they'd be. That transgender individual can participate, but he's not a part of the results.
You think so? You think you as a high level, world class athlete, you don't think that you could compete against Serena Williams?
I don't think I can compete against Serena Williams. I, as a guy,
even given the closer age gap,
I, as a born male, should not have the opportunity to ever compete against a female. Where there's a situation where, like tennis, where I get the ball back and forth. Yes, Serena is the elite of the elite, right? So if I was playing on that level, Anthony, I would have to be an elite male. I would have to be Roger Federer. It just can't be me, Anthony. I can't play tennis. I'm horrible at it.
I'm going to question you very shortly. I'm going to question you very minutely, and I'm going to move along. I ain't going to move along from the subject, but do you know who Caster Semenya is?
Yes, she's a half mile. Dude, you at track. You know I know that.
That's what I was testing. I was testing your swag. So what they do with her? Just because she had high testosterone levels.
Right. Now, and that's the thing is and that's Anthony, what I said earlier. Track has been ahead of the game since. Yes. See, that's been a thing that has been a tough discussion, but track has made it clear certain numbers, too high testosterone, even though you was born naturally a female, we can't allow you to participate in a female sport. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
If she was,
yeah. It's a strong line. I'm cool with it.
But
long as it's
but there's rules
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another young lady in mobile.
When it happened, I was livid.
Yes, because all of us were not as aware of situations like that, and if that can occur. Like I didn't know naturally born female can have that higher level of testosterone, and so in essence, if the natural numbers for
I think I lost
addressed in some way.
All right.
You got me back?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So hold on, and let me get off because I'm home.
All right. Yeah. So like I said, my take is more or less so. I see what they're trying to do. I don't know how far they're willing to go. And I'm curious to see, well, like I said, what people are talking about in the chat. I'm curious to see. We have no idea how football is going. I refuse to keep trying to bring up football talk when nobody in the city, we're not talking football. So if you came here for football, you can click off. We're not talking football. If the media team, if the coaches, if they don't want to put film out, give information, we are not going to try to make a story out of something. I'm not doing that. It's too irritating to me. It irritates me for a sport that I love to play. And I apologize to you for that, Cobby Cobb. But what we're talking about more so is well, we're not going to stay. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to stay on it, but I'm saying there's been a whole lot of. So when we talked about the female athlete in 2019 that had it high, she said naturally high. We don't know if they can find drugs in her system, that's a little different. And they stripped of her medal.
Yep.
She looked, I'm telling you, she was cut up. I mean, but now Brittany Griner gets to sound just a skinny ass man and do what she does. And it ain't no problem. But Hey man, something going on in that running back room, Scott. But we ain't listen. Stay on the subject with us. If we do find some football talk, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just think the problem we're gonna have is, well, no. Then there's gonna be a whole nother avenue. Here's the thing, man. Like I said, legislation is trying to pass that scholastically. In like high school and college.
Okay.
You cannot, if you are transgender, you can't participate. You just can't participate.
And
just that just kills everything.
Or
just do a transgender league. Where if you're a male, and you
there ain't enough of them.
They had what you call it? Don't they have what they co-ed? They got co-ed. Just have transgender ed. What?
Anthony, there's not enough. Not many.
What they right? So it will kill. It will kill itself.
Yeah. So look. Here's the thing. Here's the. I understand the clarity angle. It should be as clear as that. Like I said, track has been ahead of the game. It should be as simple as that. That's it. It should be that simple. It should be that simple. And the thing is, here's the thing for me. If you have decided to make that decision, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate that you can't compete in sports in high school or college or ever.
You shouldn't be able to say, and I think that's what you shouldn't be able to say. I could just like the swimming. And when I talked to Riley Gaines, and I told you, we talked about this on the show before. Riley Gaines said them were just walking around swinging. So when everybody talking about their daughters and stuff, if you open to it, same locker room, women's, they got men's swimming over there where what's your boy that did the drugs and stuff? The great swimmer.
Phelps didn't do drugs. It was the other one. Yes, I know you're talking about.
I thought Phelps was doing drugs. What happened to Phelps? Why Phelps get in trouble?
Phelps didn't get. After he was finished. You said after he was. I thought you said he was doping while he was.
I said the one that was doing drugs.
Yeah.
It don't matter when he was doing drugs. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does because you're right. I took the question wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm late and I'm wrong.
So double win. Riley said, the dude was just walking. I mean, they were just walking around there.
So Anthony, hold on.
Johnson,
Anthony,
Ball,
everybody. I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna say anything about Riley. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to get into that level.
Oh no. I'm just saying I had her on my show, so I had a comment on what was said.
But here's my thing, Ant.
Our show.
That he's not transgender then. If he still has the man part, he hasn't transitioned over. So how the heck is he able to compete if he's swinging? He's not
transgender, transsexual.
All I knew is transgender. You have to be transgender to be able to participate.
And that's the ultimate sacrifice. And that's what
I'm saying.
That's sacrifice.
If he hasn't transitioned over,
that's all
testosterone.
Use your pronouns. They don't say use your
pronouns. If it's not them, if they are not thems,
I don't want us getting taken off the air, man.
You the one that brought it up.
Yeah, but I'm using the right pronouns.
If they have not crossed over yet, and they have full parts, they haven't addressed the testosterone level at all.
Yeah, you're right about it. That's a fact.
So therefore, if he truly was, which I would say maybe he wasn't, but if he truly was, then he shouldn't have been able to swim at all. Period. Because he's not transgender. Dave is not transgender.
Castor. Like the girl who
right.
Yeah. And that's my whole point. Let's just do that. If y'all want to make this stuff illegal, just test testosterone levels. Estrogen, you can't be over this to compete in a woman's sport. Your testosterone levels can't be over this. Because at that point, you might technically be a woman.
Like I said,
you're taking artificial.
It's all. There's another athlete in Boma who was he's great 200-meter runner, and she cannot run a 200 or 400 because of her testosterone levels. Like,
wait a minute, damn, Tanner. Okay, what up, Tanner? Appreciate you joining. So, Van, because you are a huge WNBA fan, your sister played high level college basketball. Do you think, because the WNBA is catching a lot of heat now, not a lot of heat bad way, but now you got to deal with the same stuff. Now, if you want to roll with the big boys, and what Tanner is saying is because I don't think the WNBA has done anything wrong. They've asked for attention.
No, and they didn't even
now
ask
your one girl that's the little antagonist. She's back.
Which one?
The white girl, the tall, skinny white girl, that Sophie.
Oh, Cunningham?
Yeah. She's back. Now she making headline. So the attention can't be bad. You just gotta be guided in the right direction. But I'm telling you, if you get big ass Ennis over there.
Look, dude, this is the thing. This is the thing. It has become political. That's all it is. It's just political. See, again.
Tell you can't win this topic, man.
Again.
It's gonna go left. Then there's gonna be something said that is gonna kind of, because you're intelligent enough to accept it. But I'm telling you, first time I had this conversation with somebody, man, they had me guessing everything except my sexuality. But I was guessing what type of human being I was.
Yeah. If you haven't, if your testosterone levels and you haven't, as who just said had their twigs and berries, if they're not gone, you are still a man. So I don't need, look, man, Anthony just comes. For some reason, we have lost our common sense. For some,
that's the issue. We don't have even common ground. It ain't gotta be common sense, just a common ground.
So someone, whoever said that, we know what a man is. We do. Now, if Leah Thomas was able to participate, they are wrong. It's just like, here's the thing. Things take time, right, Anthony? When Jackie Robinson came into baseball, it took time for it to be rectified, right?
Right.
It's the same thing. So no one knew what to do if Leah Thomas had his twigs and berries. At that moment, we didn't know. Now we know.
Who didn't know?
I don't know.
I knew immediately.
They didn't address.
Riley told us.
They didn't address the situation like it should have been addressed.
Riley told the world.
Right. They didn't address the situation like I said, Anthony. This is how I truly feel about this. The swimming and the track is different because
that's straight muscle.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No teammates or nothing.
But what I'm saying is that they can compete.
The boxing just happened last year?
Yeah, you can't box. In swimming, you can compete. You just are not a part of the results. That's to me, that's the easiest thing.
What's the point?
Because you are giving them an opportunity to still participate. I'm talking about high school. You know what?
You sound crazy. They crazying you out.
Anthony, that's
did
one
you
thing.
See the way? Did you see the way they beat that girl up in that? Come on, man. See, I ain't gonna keep doing this show, man. If you're gonna keep on, did you know? Did you see the way they beat her up? Man, they beat the dog out of that girl. The crazy work, man. Crazy work is they didn't even win the gold. Continue.
Now, Anthony, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The boxer was like Castor, though. The boxer was born female. The boxer was born female. That has been declared as a fact. I know that.
So they took a bunch of testosterone, and they were trying to transition to male, probably.
No. The woman boxer was a woman. It was declared she was a woman.
I thought that was up. Yeah. It was immediately, but I thought it got back up for debate. It was up for debate.
No. She is not transgender.
Nah, man.
Imani Khalif.
Nah. So you talking about Brittany Griner?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about a Caster Semenya. The track. She.
No, I ain't buying that. You gotta show me. But like Tanner said though, like Tanner said,
you gotta show. How's she gonna show you?
Who said that? Where is that? Where you see that at? Somebody said that you gotta show me.
You just said
no. Oh my God. Listen, man. Listen. No, so Tanner did say, the real question is, will Canner or White be drafted?
No.
At the stage right now,
1,000%.
Our political placement right now.
The WNBA is not drafting Ross White or Enes Kanter.
And you're gonna face more scrutiny. Then it's gonna turn political nationwide.
Anthony. Ross White and Enes Kanter are not trans guys. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Enes is saying he identifies as a woman.
Okay, then he's gonna have to transition.
If I get arrested tonight, I identify as a woman.
All right. Man, I got so many. I don't want to go where I want to go.
I'm telling you, I'm identifying.
Let him do it. Let him do it. You know what's interesting though? I guess Enes Kanter had a decent career.
That's a good point. Yeah, if you play, Ben, hold on, Van. Cobb just took me to the curb. So all this, we need to be paid. Now the WA is being paid. Dude, if you stop playing checkers, you start playing chess. If what Cobb says, well, if you play the NBA, you're ineligible. So is your league as valuable as the NBA? Because if they equal, then I should be able to go parallel. I can play in Canada. I can play in the CFL and play in the NFL.
I don't think they talking about leagues. I think they talking about you have identified as a male in a male sport.
No, we understand that. Hold on. So when does it stop when you get to choose? Now, mind you, don't go that route, because if they say you choose, you already knew from the beginning. They might have been reluctant to disclose it. My point being is they were gonna put if the WNBA so the NBA supported the WNBA to get them to where they are now. They gave them a hellified support. If you say they played the NBA, so you can't play here now, or whatever, like, are we partners? Or are we not partners? It's gonna draw a lot of questions. It's gonna draw a lot of speculation. But all you gotta draw is enough doubt. All you gotta draw is reasonable doubt. All you gotta do is draw enough doubt.
Dude, I can't believe you got me talking about this. I can't believe you got me talking.
Well, you a huge WNBA fan.
I can't believe you got me talking about this ridiculous.
Will Stein and no one let us see none. They won't let us see practice. Half the people we want to see ain't practicing.
I guess. All right, that's fair.
So would you be against legislation saying that if you
No.
are transgendered, you can't play sports?
No, I don't.
It declares you ineligible.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
You don't have a problem with it?
No, not at all. Here's the crazy part, Ant. If I'm a female that wants to transition to a male,
so you just done with sports forever?
That's what I'm saying. But now I've gone from the disadvantage physically to I'm still disadvantaged.
So you can't really.
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think there's I don't think there's too
Title
many.
9.5.
Title 9T. TR. I don't think there are. I'm not saying there's none because I'm sure there's a handful. First of all, Anthony, and I get it. We're talking about less than 0.5% of people. We're talking about.
You might be talking about that now, but if it works, hold on. And I'm going to say this.
If it works, Anthony, we as men are dumb. We are, as men, are intellectually not all there the majority of the time. Right? So, Anthony, you telling me, let's be honest, that there's going to be an influx of men that are going to want to wear wigs, wear dresses to play a sport. You know how we are. You really think there's going to be a high level of men? Because first of all, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the average men, not guys who play on a high level of sports. I'm talking about below level. Even if they tried, they are not good enough to go in the WNBA. I'm not talking about your average high school. I'm talking about the ones, the ones who were either cut or can't play. They had to turn into managers and stuff. Those guys, man, it is, again, it comes to a point, Anthony, we as men, for the most part, our ego won't allow us to do that.
Wait a minute. See, that's where you're on the bull jive at.
So, Anthony,
hold on.
You telling me.
I'm telling you, Leah Thomas said,
Anthony,
I can't beat these dudes.
Anthony,
Let me go over here and F around and find out.
Leah Thomas and whomever else, it's how many people, would you right now, WNBA is paying a lot of money. Would you go from he, him to they, them so you can have a chance to play in the WNBA? Because you are in the league.
It's what you're saying on the outside.
No.
Saying on the outside. I think that's kind of the point we're making.
And I'm asking you a question as a man. I'm going to go back 10 years ago. I'm asking you as a man. Would you, after your NFL career was over, let's say you set out 5 years, would you as a man dress up like a woman and portray yourself as transsexual, because you're not transgender, as a transsexual, to be able to play in the WNBA?
And travel on the road.
No. Just answer the question. Anthony, would you as a man?
At this age, I would.
No. I stated 5 years after you finish the NFL. So you late 20s. Would you wear a wig, dress, heels, portray yourself as a female? And and as people saying, you ain't gotta get the surgery.
I ain't putting no dress on.
You ain't gotta go into surgery. You just gotta portray yourself as a female 24/7. Would you do it?
No, I'm not tucking my back.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, I bet you 99.9% of the people that listening. JD, I'm confused. JD, I got roped into this.
No, you ain't get roped. You're the biggest WNBA fan on there.
And JD, when he roped me into it, I've grabbed the rope. I'm not letting go now. I'm all in. Pause. Hey, we need to get some sponsors because right now would be a great time. This show is sponsored by.
Who's doing the snips? Sheesh.
Oh my goodness. All right, man.
I think it's all about money, man. I think honestly, this okay. Before we go on,
what'd you do?
Hold on. Let me give y'all an intelligent take.
Stuff.
Let me give you a semi-intelligent take. And this is why I joined the conversation, because I ain't certain. Well, I'm like, Van, I don't care if you disqualify transgenders from participating in scholastic sports. Professional, you can do whatever you want because people are going to pay for what they want to pay for. Like you said, if you pay Shaq to be on the WNBA, ticket sales going to go up, Vegas, everything's going to go up. So it's money to be made there if somebody wants to do that. But I do think, and I don't know, and this is the only reason I'm interested in it, because all of the hype the WNBA has been getting this past 2 years, it's been pulling. And now the WNBA, it reminds you of All Lives and Black Lives Matter. So the WNBA, they started taking stands and we deserve as much as them. And okay, they just do the WNBA. I mean, NBA kicked in, everybody helping them out. Now it's a whole nother political agenda. To me, just like Black Lives Matter. If you don't believe in it, there's nothing to see here. Walk on by. I don't counter with all lives matter, trans lives matter, everything lives matter. I just think that the ground that the WNBA made is being challenged now by whoever. Now, if Ennis and Riley are both cogs in this scheme, then I feel like an idiot for spending so much time on it. I'm just talking about the impact it will have as almost, like I said, the intelligent conversations for once, because Vondre ain't saying nothing, but the intelligent conversation for once that's going on between Tanner, Cobb, Steven, and like I said, they concerned about the future of the young females, like you said.
You just said something, Anthony, that's a buzzword that I got to address. The WNBA did not want what the NBA had. It's the same way how the soccer women did not want what the soccer men wanted. All the WNBA wanted, Anthony, is fair compensation according to how much the teams were making. The teams were not reporting what they were making. They just wanted the right percentage. They didn't want what men are making now, 100 million. No one wanted 100 million. Right. These women were here making 50, 60,000 and were still playing. It wasn't that. They just wanted, it's kind of like the NFL when they were not being transparent with how much money they were making. That's all they wanted. They just wanted their fair share of the pot. It's that simple. It wasn't trying to do what the NBA was doing. The women's soccer was not trying to do what the men's soccer. Why are we getting way less percentage of the pot than everyone else? We are the one that are producing the pot. So why are we making way less when these organizations are making pretty good money? That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now Jeff Drummond, now JD, he done got his bearings about him.
JD, and it's more than that. This Anthony. Riddle me this. And this is why narratives are so important, right? Because Anthony, how many times have we been told that college programs, athletic programs are losing money, like whatever. It's like every program losing money, right? We've been told that since we were in school, right?
Right.
Do we really believe that? Is that something we really believe, right? It's the same thing. Are you telling me, Ant, the WNBA highest paid players making six figures, right?
Right.
A year ago. 2025.
Right.
Now they're making $1 million. Huh? You telling me that I can increase player salaries from 100-some thousand to $1 million when I was losing money?
But they losing, yeah. They losing.
Oh, Anthony, if you lose the money,
he needs to bring the money up. He needs to bring the money up.
Anthony, what right businessman?
It happens a little bit, man.
And no. Whoa. So if I was paying you 100 and now I'm paying you $1 million, like JD said, Indiana.
Oh no, I thought the NBA were kicking into it as well to help the brand. Because it's part of the NBA.
Yeah.
They reallocate money.
Tell me this. I'm a big Atlanta Dream fan. Atlanta Dream has their own stadium. And they pack it out. They play in a Hawk Stadium sometimes, and they pack it out.
Right.
Is the NBA losing money? Because the NBA say they're losing money. Right? The NBA said they're losing money. See all these
their profit margin not to be it might be decreased. They ain't losing money. They decrease their profit margin. I seen Rite Aid do that for years before they went out of business.
All I'm saying, Ann, is this.
Damn. I don't know if that's true or not.
All right, Scott. When the women, what was that when they won the first one? The women won the what is it called? It is the FIBA World Championships, whatever. They won the World Championship. And here's the thing, y'all. The organization, FIBA, still makes, U.S. soccer still makes a shit ton of money, right? And they were paying the women's a dime. The men didn't even make it as far, and they were paying the men more. The men couldn't even make it out of the group stage. So therefore, the men make more money. Riddle me this. Why do the men make more money? The women pack the stadium just like the men. They probably pack a little more. But when the women were making, I can't remember the percentage. It was a large percentage less as the men. And the men couldn't even make it to the damn elimination round.
Is it about winning or the competition, level of competition?
Whoa, Anthony. Whoa. So you telling me when you make the playoffs, don't you get a playoff check? When you make the Super Bowl, don't you get a Super Bowl check? I know guys who saved all their money for the next year of their salary because they made it to the championship. They won the Super Bowl. Right. They made enough money in the Super Bowl. They have to use their money for the next year.
Right.
All I see guys spend a shit ton, buy a lot of stuff with their playoff Super Bowl money. So why were the men paid more for the exact same product, but the women goes further in the fans and the money made off the thing were the same? No, Kabi. USA Federation was paying the men more. Not when they go play for La Liga and all the other. No, for the U.S. Federation were paying the men more. That's it. And the women didn't want equal pay. They just wanted more than what they was getting. A larger percentage of the cut, just like the men were getting. That's all they wanted. People think it's the exact number. It's the percentage. And here's the thing. All these teams, Anthony, all these teams and all these rich people have made a lot of money in their life. You think they are really going to lose money? In the grand scheme of things, billionaires ain't about losing money.
Understand?
It still goes to the percentage. See, we are talking about the same amount. It's the percentage. The women were making lesser percentage than the men. That's the bottom line. The same way in the WNBA, they were making lesser percentage than the men. They just wanted the percentage that.
But even at the start of the day, the revenue wasn't the same. When you say they making lesser percent, the revenue was not the same even from the beginning, right?
Exactly, and therefore the women are not making $100 million a year or $20 million that NBA players make, right? NBA players make $30 million a year, right? Isn't that the highest paid NBA player?
A little bit more than that. I thought it was more.
That's what I'm saying. The highest paid WNBA player is a little over $1 million. So what are we talking about? They didn't ask for 30. They asked for the proper percentage, which ended up being $1 million. That's still not even close to what the men make. And the same thing with women's soccer. They don't make as much as the men.
So I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna get up out of here pretty soon. We started a little late, so we're gonna run a little bit over. So
I apologize.
That's cool. So my goal is, does this back and forth help or hurt female sports? Does it help or hurt WNBA? Like you said, soccer. What other entities females make money in at a? Well, I guess it affect NIL.
That's probably
somewhat.
That's probably it, Anthony. Yeah. There's no other sport right here. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Softball doesn't make as much money.
Volleyball don't make money.
No, volleyball don't make no money. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. Basketball.
So I wonder if this is going to help. That's what I'm wondering what the end game is. Is the end game to kill the WNBA or bring attention to it? Because all attention is good attention.
That's that. Look, it's going to bring more eyes because people now just want to troll.
Yeah.
It's going to bring more eyes. Either it's going to bring more trolling eyes. Well, it's not either. It's going to bring more trolling eyes. It's going to bring more, I guess golf and tennis. Tennis too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about tennis. Your girl came back.
Who? Oh,
Serena.
Serena
got to be about 40-something.
Yeah.
She's trying to pull a LeBron.
So disc golf is crazy.
Crazy work.
So it's going to bring eyes, Anthony. And the bad thing about it for me is just like as I'm a track guy. See, now, like I follow track people on Twitter. I'm a track head. Track and field is the most toxic sport. It's worse than football, Anthony. And that says a lot, right? Track Twitter is worse than football. Because some people think that track people should be like football players and basketball make as much money. It's not a popular sport, y'all. And then they get upset about, like, dude, it's so toxic what goes on in track. It's ridiculous. It doesn't matter. Look, it goes back to this. In my opinion, is this. Be transparent and pay your employees the proper percentage. I'm gonna go back to this. It's nowhere in
the proper percentage. Much money to keep your pocket.
See, that's the thing. But that's the thing. But you have a collective bargaining agreement. You have a CBA. This ain't this the union, right? Mm-hmm. There are things you got to abide by. Here's my thing. I'm gonna just say this again, and it happened in all sports. Happened in the NBA years ago. Happened in NFL years ago. Anthony, riddle me this, and this is why it's important for players to form a union and know what the books are. Anthony, I'm gonna go back to this. In 1997, I made $130-some thousand with an $80-some thousand signing bonus as a 5th round draft pick. I think 2 years later, I think the next year they started on the next CBA. 2 years later, it almost doubled. How can you double the bottom line salary if y'all losing money? How can you double it and be okay with it? It makes no sense. If we go to the bargaining table, right, Anthony, you're the owner, I'm the player. And I say, owner, I want double what I make. You're going to be like, I don't have the funds to do that, right? There's no way I can do that. If I can't pay you without going bankrupt, how am I going to do it? Because you have the money.
No, it's projections. It's projections. You got to forecast. You have to forecast. Just like when they paid Patrick Mahomes, $500 million, you know 10 why? Years. Because when they knew at the end of the day that $500 million 10 years was at the 10th year, that $500 million, what he ain't gonna make it to, is gonna be chump change.
And here's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. Because the last TV deal, right, was in 2021. It was through the 34 season, so 10 years, right? 110. They paid $110 billion for the rights to broadcast NFL. That's how they know. But if the players didn't demand their fair share, the money wouldn't have gone to where they're going to. They just got, and this is not ticket sales. This is just agreement to media rights for the NFL, $10.05 billion annually. Anthony, there's 1,000 million in a billion. 1,000 million in a billion. And they got 10 billion. It's a lot of money for 32 teams to divvy up. That's all I'm saying. It's projection, but it's projection based on the contract that the NFL signed with media rights. And what's Goodell's first name? Whatever. Commissioner Goodell. Why does he have to make, what do you make, like $2 million a year? What the, really? What's Roger Goodell's salary? And I'm not counting pockets, but
why did Mitch Barnhart have to make $1 million, not the athletic director?
Hey,
you see, they cut that off. You see, political people got that cut off.
All right. So if the ownership were hurting for money, why do 32 teams pay Roger Goodell $6.4 million a year? If they're hurting for money, I don't think they would pay one guy $6.4 million as a commissioner. 6.4?
If you would have boycotted, if they would have boycotted the Black Lives Matter, it would have hurt them. Nobody's just boycotting NFL for whatever reasons, but it is what it is. Now the WNBA, on the other hand, if Angel Reese could get Angel Reese to make a layup or something, then
and stop because I
sent you a video. I sent you.
You don't watch the game, and then the next game she was 24-20. Anthony, I'm wrong
because it's all sports are fixed. All this shit staged.
Now, but now you qualify.
Now
you qualify.
You know why they took you out of the game? Because now you were playing for real. You were playing for real. You were gonna knocking people out and yourself. You were
Roger Goodell.
Y'all was supposed to be out there reading the script.
I apologize, y'all, because this just makes it even more. Makes no damn sense. Roger Goodell makes $64 million a year. Each team is paying that man $2 million.
No, I don't think that's right.
Anthony?
No, that ain't right, man. That ain't right.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell earns, because that's why I got to get close to it. I thought I saw a dot. $64 million per year. That's his annual pay.
No, I think it might be his net worth. I don't think it's annual pay.
I've got it from multiple sites. This site says 63.9, which I just round up to 64. So each team is paying this man $2 million just to make sure they are safeguarded.
Damn. Let me see. Who is this? Nah, I don't like that name. I don't like the name of that website you got it from.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't like that website. Go ahead, man. Let me do a little bit more research.
Okay. Hey. Can I put it in the comment in the chat? No, I can't put it. I'm at ESPN.com. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell in 2023 signed a 3-year contract extension. 63 reportedly. I'm gonna just say this. It says in ESPN reportedly, so there's no exactly. Reportedly earned $63.9 million annually. Man, I said 6.4 and thought that was crazy. 63.54 million is on. Wow.
Sheesh. Yeah, you're right.
It makes no sense.
After COVID, this shit doubled damn near since COVID.
So you telling me
He'd have made $750 million.
Right? Anthony, that's paid by the owners. That's paid by the owners, Anthony. That's not the players. That's just the owners.
They own him then.
He works for them.
You know why? Shit's fixed. Shit's fixed, dog. Dude, you done gave a dude dinner $1 billion? And y'all got coaches hiring coaches before you interview all the coaches? Why do you think people are always getting sued? Man, I'm telling you, if you don't believe sports are fixed, man. If you don't believe sports are fixed, man, you need to do something with yourself.
Yeah. I would say this, John. I think if players do it right, the right player can go to they then go to a lower level and make more than that head coach. But the power forward ain't gonna never happen. Power forward.
I ain't gonna say never. I ain't gonna say never.
Dude, the coaches are making over $10 million a year.
I know, but if you want to go to what's your boy at Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith?
Yeah.
If he decides he wants to go to Penn State to help them out,
they ain't gonna pay him $20 million.
Ain't no coach. Oh, there's only 2 or 3 coaches in the Big Ten making 8, 9, 10. They're paying I think they're paying him 6, 7. If he wanted to. I'm saying if he wanted to. And especially based off of what Indiana did last year.
I think these coaches making more than you think, Anthony. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Ryan Day.
I'm telling you, at this point, it should only be like 20 coaches making over $9 million.
The cheapest coach is Barry Oldham at $6 million
in the Big Ten.
Yeah, Purdue. That's the cheapest.
He can go to Purdue. So I come to you. You got to think. What Ohio State paying him? Probably 4. You think Ohio State paying him 4?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably 3 to. Yeah, definitely 2.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jeremiah Smith, right?
Them numbers don't be right, though.
His valuation is listed at 5, but is that 5 over 4 years?
See, that's what I don't know.
See, that's what does a.
No, I think it's more than that because your boy at Tennessee, he wanted to leave Tennessee because he was supposed to make 2 the next year.
Yeah, so that's $8 million over 4 years. It's not.
Yeah, but I'm saying if Jeremiah talking about 5, Jeremiah's making more than what's his name?
Okay, this is wrong. That's with endorsements. I wonder what the school has to pay him.
Well, we ain't gonna know because the school gonna pay some, but then some booster gonna pay him some. That's why you can never really correctly evaluate.
I would pay him 5 to come to Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For sure. I definitely pay him 5.
Will make 7?
I don't know.
I think Will make 7.
Does he make that much?
Mm-hmm. I believe 6 or 7.
I thought it'd been like 5.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, it is 5. 5.5. 5.5.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, sir.
Yeah.
I thought it was
first
6
year
or 7.
coach, Anthony.
What?
First year coach. 6 or 7 is crazy.
It's 2026.
6, 7 is crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, he doesn't even get to 6 on this current contract. His last year is 5.9. Now he ain't gonna never get there. If he wins, if he gets to 5 years on that contract, that's a bad sign. Uh-oh. Anthony just like what I say. So Anthony has a feeling that he might not get to year 5.
No. You said he ain't gonna get to year 5.
I didn't say that.
He might not get to year 5.
I didn't say that. I said if he gets to year 5 on his contract, that's not a good sign.
You said I don't. Oh.
If he makes it to year 5 with this current allocation.
Oh yeah. They either gonna re-up or he gonna leave.
Yeah, he got to get more money than this, and this ain't it.
Damn, I didn't know that, man. That's a good thing we ain't talk football. I didn't know that. I thought, damn, where's he ranking SEC?
Who? Stein?
Mm-hmm.
Low. Bottom third.
I know damn well is low.
Clark Lee has the least. This is 26.
Nah, he's second. He's third to last.
Yeah, Jeff. Hold on.
Only people below him is Levy, Mississippi State,
and Clark Lee.
How the hell Vandy's coach underneath him?
Because I don't think that's accurate. Clark Lee is making more than they are a private school. They don't publicize his salary.
And they got a ton of money. And they got a ton of money down
right.
there.
And I think he's making a little more than that. But Jeff Levy is definitely making that. Jeff Levy average is right.
Damn, we ain't paying. We lost two $10 million coaches, damn near, and we paying these jokers $5 million. We got all this money around the university. Damn, well, God, man, I'm gonna stop doing this show, man. Every time I leave, I feel terrible.
You feel terrible when you leave?
He is right, Brandon. He is right. Damn.
Well, and this is what,
and it's fine. You know how jacked up my brain is, and I think just the common day for me to turn my nose up at somebody making $5.5 million a year.
Right. That is crazy. That is crazy.
That's crazy.
We are making it seem like paying Stoops nearly as much as Stein is a problem. When that man took us through the best period of UK football history. Period. Bar none. Anthony, even his last 2 years were average for Kentucky football.
Yeah, you're right. If you run them,
you know what I'm saying? His last 2 years is about average for Kentucky football.
Yeah.
Now, he raised the bar. His 2 years, when I say people, obviously the fourth.
I'm gonna put it in ChatGPT and watch it. You see, Stoops is going basically his line is gonna be once you take the ups and downs, but it's gonna be higher than low.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So for people to, and this is the thing, and this is what I hate, and this is what's gonna happen. The last 2 years, people want to spit on Stoops, but 10 years later, they're gonna appreciate him when they look back and say, "Man, those were some good times." But they spit on his ass last year.
No. They and you know what? The more I think about it, I was a big supporter. This is what I don't realize, because I know what I know, and this is what I did realize about it. Peep game, peep this. You in a relationship. I mean, you're a high school coach, man. You take a Division III job, man. You get called up to the big leagues. Kentucky. Whoop-de-woo. Your wife, man, we got to eat Spam. Come from a spig. Spam come from a spig. It don't come from a pig. Come from a spig. Yeah. That's why it got Spam. And then, okay, well, they want me to win 6 games. I can surely win 6 games. We win 6 games. So I win 6 games. Now, mind you, this whole analogy has nothing to do with his real relationship, but I'm relating it to a relationship. So you start winning, and then you coming home after every win. Stroke. Man, 10 wins. Stroke. He punching the tiles out of the ceilings. Shit, 10 years in. Hey, babe, honey. Come on. What? No, I need that same energy I had from the beginning. 11 year. Yeah, we just No, that was only 5 wins. Come on, baby. Come on in. now, hold on. Gets down to it though. Gets down to it, and I'm telling you, I know for a fact, motherfucker just wasn't motivated no more. You were paid to do a job. You came in and did a job. I will say, I gotta hang my hat on. I do gotta say that I think what went on with his mom, his family, and just a lot of other things played a part. I think he started declining after that. But the little mental stuff I go through ain't him. I don't have millions of people hollering at me because I make $10 million. I ain't lost my mama yet. I ain't been divorced. I think a lot of that's, but I do think people are right. I'm trying. First thing I do is worry about your mental health. We talk about that all the time. We talked about that 2 shows ago. Worry about your mental health. I think his mental health was thrown off. Right. So yeah, it was time for him to go. But I don't really think. I think he was too concerned about too many other things more than football.
I'm gonna just say this. To be a head coach, I'm gonna say
he
this.
took the job, but they didn't want you. That gotta hurt too. You want to add that to it, then, Scott? They the one who pulled it off the table.
Here's the thing: to be a head coach takes an ego. Period.
Yes.
In high school and college, it takes an ego.
Yes.
Especially nowadays. I'm gonna tell you right now, that man thought. I just feel, I could be wrong. After 2018. He brought a team from 2-10 to 10-3. He thought it was time for him to move on to bigger pasture. He go 2019.
Well, was you gonna have that same motivation?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. With your ego, you think, and he had with them 2 years when they were like 5-0. then the bottom fell out, right? Then finally he breaks through, right, and wins 10 games. He's like, They ain't never done this. If I brought this program from that, it's time for me to move on. I guarantee you he had his place halfway packed because he knew he was going somewhere the next 2 years. Come on, think about it. And and this is what I want regular people. If you work for a company and you elevate that company up to levels that they ain't never been to, you ain't the CEO. You might be vice president, but you want to get to that level. You probably feel like, I'm getting my resume ready, right? So then it comes back, nothing happens. He wins another one in 2021. He knew he was gone. 2 of them, but and 2 of them, he knew he was gone. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you this. This is as a married man for 26 years. The divorce didn't mess him up. He messed the divorce. He messed it up. There's no way he was distraught over the divorce. He was distraught over his mom dying for sure. But over the divorce, maybe not seeing his boys as often as he wants, but that man did everything to make it happen. So don't hit me with the divorce messed him up. He knew what he was doing. He knew it was going to happen. Now, what might have messed him up is the judge awarding the wife with probably more money than his attorney thought it was going to happen. But the divorce didn't mess him up.
Those are Van Haal's thoughts and Van Haal's thoughts all along. All along. Yeah. Because you got to think about it, man. He might have had it. Yeah, and that's what I see. I met Brandon over at when they introduced Will Stein. I met him over there, man. It's the stadium, man. I don't know, man. I just this is the thing, man. And I can't get over this.
Okay.
It wasn't hard for me to walk away from sports. I walked away from basketball because football was providing a lot for me. But I just think, man, I'm a UK fan now. Like, I can't do nothing to help UK no more. even on radio, all I can do is support, listen to Vondre and everybody talk shit. And I mean, and then Scott and them. But all I can do is just support UK football. But what I do know is the football I've seen the past 10 years, like, man, I had hope every game. Yeah. Even when I played,
right,
it was games.
Right.
We got a monument task in front of us. Like, we gonna have to
do something special.
Yeah, we got to call some fumbles. We gonna need some.
I'm about to say, and they're gonna have to help us out a little bit too.
Yeah. So for us to go in every week and like I said, now everybody's like, yeah, we got a new start. Man, I wish the world for Will Stein. I wish the world.
And stop, because we've been negative now. Someone told me today I was being negative. You can't be negative right now, and you gotta be positive.
I ain't being positive.
That's what I'm saying.
We see what's going on in the running room. No, because listen, this was crazy about some of these suckers. You always, I don't do it as much anymore. But if you are a fan, you know where we came from. And Van said it a while ago, and I ain't gonna put you on it, but 6 wins would be a huge win for us
this year, for sure.
And that's 3. And that's 3 in what?
6.
3 and 6 in the conference.
And that's beating Louisville.
Yeah. Or 4 and 5 in the conference.
If you 4 and 5 in conference and lose to Louisville, you suck.
Which we've only won 4 games in the conference, I believe, 5 or 6 times.
That's what I'm saying.
7, because I forgot to attend about 7 times.
And if you win 4 games in the SEC, you should beat Louisville. Right. I mean, seriously.
You're right.
If you win 4 games in this conference, that means you beat a
no chumps team on there.
You beat a really good team to get the 4.
South Carolina, and I guess we can count Florida, but with your boy over there with Summerall, I don't know if you can count them as chumps yet.
So the quote I had it, the quote unquote chumps, in essence, I don't call them chumps, but a quote unquote less than stellar teams in conference is Missouri, Florida, Vanderbilt, and South Carolina. That's
Missouri. It. Missouri.
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Missouri. And I don't think that's true with Florida, but I'm just going to say the last few years they haven't been stellar.
Yeah.
Missouri, Florida, Vandy, and South Carolina.
Yeah. I'll take
those are your games. So that's your 4 wins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got but you can't F up though. You gotta win them.
Yeah.
You gotta win them 4 to get to 6 or 7. We don't play Arkansas. Too bad. We don't play
how bad you and the problem is how bad, and this is the thing, I didn't even think about this, man. Shit. I didn't think about this. When y'all over here talking about what the running back room look like, man, coming out of Alabama and A&M back to back early.
But have these people
I ain't being negative. I'm just saying you're gonna be a hell of a moon to bounce back from.
Let these people know though, from a running back. Let them people know. You don't want to go through all account without getting touched.
Right. You got to get them bones a little bit.
You don't want to as a running back, Anthony, go. So now, Anthony, have the people understand. So Youngstown State is going to be a tough team. They shouldn't beat us but they're going to have some guys. They're going to lay some plastic, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be a little sore there because you didn't get hit all fall camp.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get sore out of first because you should have got your soreness out week 1 and week 2 of fall camp.
Right.
Now you got fall camp week 1. Guess what's going to happen when you face Alabama? You're going to be hurting.
Yeah.
The first 2 weeks of fall camp when you put pads on the rough.
Yeah.
Then when your body gets acclimated, then you good when season starts. If them guys are running back, dude, I played running back sparingly, not even totally. In high school for 4 games. I would never wish that on my worst enemy. And I didn't carry the ball, but maybe 12 times a game.
Yeah.
It is a difference, y'all. And if these guys are not building up, that I call the callus in them shoulders, if you're not building up, what's going to happen week 2 and week 3 when you got to play them big? You're going to be banged up. Instead of being banged up week 1 and week 2 of fall camp, you banged up week 2 and week 3 of the real season. And when you're going to get back where you're feeling all right, it's going to take you another week or 2 to get it back. To me, it just, I don't know. That's concerning to me.
If we come through that,
a lot of money,
like you said, if we come through that thing, man, and if we do what I said, though, if we beat Alabama and be too banged up to beat A&M, it's gonna be some thoughts, man.
If you beat Alabama, you should win 7 games.
No, because you still gonna have attrition throughout the year.
No, I know. But if you beat Alabama,
what if we beat Alabama with the loss of Baxter in the 4th quarter?
Okay, I'm still cool with that because you still got Jason Patterson. I'm a Jason Patterson. I'm a
Jason Patterson fan as well.
I'm cool with that.
I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. Man, I got my hopes up.
This is the way I feel about it. If you beat Alabama, right? Instead of being 2-2 after week 4, you're 3-1. That's a big difference. You go to South Carolina feeling real good about yourself after beating up on South Al at home. Then you lose the next 2, LSU, Oklahoma. We ain't beating them. But then you got Vandy, and then you got a bye week. I feel good about that.
How you know we ain't beating LSU? Lane Kiffin ain't said nothing to us. He ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil.
You right.
Man, see, I don't give Ohio State no credit when we talk on here. Every time LSU come up or Louisiana come up, you always act like they say, like you a Louisiana fan, a Louisiana State University fan.
I just have a lot of people who follow LSU and they say they wasn't too high on them until now. They Ant. You know why?
Florida is gonna be busted up.
Yeah. Florida got a rough schedule for us. And you know why fans here are turning a corner on feeling good about LSU? You know why? Because the media is able to go to practice.
Again, before we better get up out of here. Where we at? Yep, we got about 2 minutes, so we got to get out of here. So, do you think there's a reason for fans act? And I was told that that's kind of the way that they did things in Oregon or whatever, but not showing your team. Like I said, we not Oregon. We not a high-powered offense. We not a high-powered school. Like you gotta dangle your carrot.
I don't understand this, Anthony. And I know today's world is different with cell phones and stuff, and people can just film something and just throw it on the internet. I get it. I totally get it. You let the guys and girls in there that you trust with the media and let them report. Maybe you don't let Eastern Kentucky Colonel Gazette, whatever, I don't know, in, but you let some of your local guys in that you trust.
They did let KSR in, and KSR didn't report nothing.
Oh,
they just said they just said the most minimal. That's why our fan base gets. That's why I think they love coming to us, and we don't report a whole lot because you don't live there, and I don't have the desire to go over there and watch it. Now we can watch the game and we can break it down, right, and everybody can watch it in real time and watch our opinions. But there's the only people that give access to that stuff is KSR and Kentucky Sports Network, which is their own brand, which is JMI them.
Oh, so, okay.
I mean, but JMI only gonna show you what they want to show you.
The great stuff.
You show a couple passes coming off of Minchie's hands, show a couple passes being caught in the end zone. I don't know, man. All I know is this, man, and we're gonna get up out of here. All I know is when Hal Mumme brought that damn air raid in town, even when he got here, he just kept showing people, him and Valdosta, touchdown. The next year, man, Craig East, Keel Sanford, man, all we just showed was touchdown. Man, we could have ran that. We could have ran that video for 20 minutes. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
Yeah.
Now you could use the Oregon stuff like this. We're gonna do with some of these guys. But just the fact you ain't letting us see, man, I don't know, man. I ain't completely against it, but
I am right. If you want, from what I hear from our fans, we want good relationships so we can see and hear. Now it's almost like, are you trying to hide something?
No, I'm just reading. We got Craig Skinner. We got a Craig Skinner exception for my show. The show, not this show.
For Sunday?
Yeah, it's just my phone. So I was just like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just, they need to give some of the local reporters access and allow them to say certain things. And that, Anthony, that is so true. And that, like, and we have played some teams, and it's like, we played this team in Lafayette, Notre Dame. We knew what they were going to run. You know what? We couldn't stop it.
Right.
You just could, they wore us down. We just couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, it started out good. Everybody have execution. Sound like when we played Georgia Tech in that bowl game, what was that, like 2016, 2017? When Georgia Tech wide splits, 3 yards, 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 5, 3 yards, 3. Like, you know what they want to do, you just couldn't stop it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I appreciate that update. I thought a lot of stuff he came into here, what he already said, under Lanning, he done.
Here's the difference, though, Ant.
The Lanning is established.
The local media and
that's what I said. We're not Oregon.
Their media is not like our media, and our media is not like other teams' media. Like, it's easier to get away with stuff in Oregon than it is to get away from, like, we just have, like you said, KSR. We have too many, I don't want
personal people, like personal, just they got their own agendas.
Yes.
Like me and you tried it. That's why before you came on the show, I was like, look, man, we ain't gonna be covering UK football. Like, plus now I see you doing a lot more on your own individual thing. Like, we gonna cover this national stuff, and that stuff's interesting. Like, it's hard to try to squeeze out information out of something. All you gonna do is sit there, look. Hey, I was the first rule number one in media: if you don't know about the topic, don't talk about it. Rule number one.
Facts.
Rule number one.
That should be a T-shirt. There's too many people talking about shit they don't know nothing about.
And I'm not taking no jab at KSR. I was just saying. That's why I was like, we can't talk about football because we ain't seeing them. Van ain't here to see nothing. And I'm not kissing. I'm not. I got a job to do. They not funneling that information to me.
Right.
So
I don't know anything.
But man, we appreciate y'all for joining us, man. We appreciate Van for, well, I don't know, you was distracted driving. How are you doing this? So you wasn't on video, so I'm sure you weren't on the screen.
I was wondering how the sound sounded. I was on my car.
It sound good.
Oh, it was on my car thing. So I had my phone down. I was just driving and talking. Same way I drive and talk to myself every day.
Sheesh.
Plus, I answer myself.
I need to claim you.
I answer myself. Man. Yeah, claim me.
Y'all, hey man, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, follow, man. Leave comments. Actually, it was a lot being said here. I've seen a lot of new people show up today and some comments. We got my man, a couple people. Yeah. Okay. Tanner, you seen Tanner on here before?
I was driving, man.
Tanner was when we was off. He was done driving.
Yeah, but I had the comments off. Yeah, I think I've heard Tanner before. Yeah, but he is yours.
Tanner might have followed us because of you.
Oh, you might be right.
Drummond got involved in the scheme a little bit, man. It came out, but I'm curious how this thing's gonna be, man. I don't play into the politics, but that whole transgender thing was interesting, and I just want to know how people were gonna be on the sides of that they're not allowing Scholastic Sports to have transgender people. And I'm with Van. And somebody else said it in the chat. Man, if you ain't gonna cut off your carrot, you can't. I ain't got no daughter. My niece too old to play sports anymore. But if I was if you was come home and tell me, Dad, I don't know what I'd do, man. Or uncle. I could be a stepdad. I may adopt at some point, but
okay.
Yeah, I think I do want a kid. So like, subscribe, share, follow. Join us back next week. Man, we getting closer. We right there around the corner. Hopefully that running back room gets healthy. Hopefully everybody's available, and we'll be back next week.